Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the 9th episode of Savikalp Sanchar, which is a monthly conversation series with expert physicians discussing better approaches to chronic disease management and lifestyle disease management. We have with us today Dr. Deep Divyanshu Lal, who is an expert pain physician at Fortis Hospital, Shalimar Bagh, and practices in the Department of Pain Medicine and Palliative Care. Welcome, Dr. Lal.
Thank you.
Pleasure to have you with us here today.
Thank you.
डॉक्टर साहब, शुरुआत में आपसे एक बहुत ही जनरल सवाल है. पेन मैनेजमेंट स्पेसिफिकली, एंड पेन इज़ अ वेरी कॉम्प्लेक्स एंड अ ग्रोइंग एरिया ऑफ मेडिकल प्रैक्टिस. बट व्हाट इज़ पेन मैनेजमेंट स्पेसिफिकली? मान लीजिए मेरे अगर घुटने में कई समय से तकलीफ है, डू आई गो टू एन ऑर्थोपेडिक, डू आई गो टू sports physiotherapist, or do I go to a pain specialist? What exactly is medically pain management?
Basically, the word pain management is a misnomer. It should be pain medicine.
जी.
It should be a pain. You should say pain physician, not pain specialist.
जी.
Must stress on pain physician.
Pain physician. जी.
Pain management is just acute pain management. Okay. And what we do is we practice chronic pain. So this is altogether a different science.
जी.
We look into this, your area of pain, your area of concern, for which you visit in our OPD, and then our aim is to find the source of the pain. It may not be in the knee, it may be in the back. You may feel pain in the knee.
All right. Okay.
Okay. So, it is now patient's choice whomsoever he or she wanna visit.
ठीक है.
Okay. But whosoever is dealing with chronic pain specifically must find the source of pain first. Treatment or management part. Management includes diagnosis and treatment.
जी.
Okay. So the treatment part comes after the correct diagnosis. When the source of the pain we locate properly, then only we can diagnose, and then only patient will have a good output.
So, from what you're saying, sir, it can be various different types of pain. सबसे ज़रूरी ये हो जाता है समझना कि उसका जड़ क्या है, source क्या है.
कहाँ से आ रहा है pain? Whether it is a joint, whether it is a small joint, large joint, it's a nerve, or it's a referred pain, or it's a pain from intervertebral disc, or it's a pain from a sacroiliac joint, or it's just acute muscular pain, but any pain which is chronic cannot be a muscular pain.
जी. जी.
It has to be has some underlying pathology.
Understood, sir. So, chronic pain मतलब जो लंबे स्तर से दर्द है.
More than 3 months.
More than 3 months.
Duration of more than 3 months, then only pain comes under the chronic pain.
Under chronic pain, and specifically then pain medicine protocols are applied for its management.
The word pain management is for a layman. They call it, it's a, people use it as a keyword also.
जी.
A layman finds a pain management doctor, but it is like pain medicine and palliative care.
Understood, sir. When we speak of pain, one of the most common things I think that we all suffer from, not just in India, around the world, is back pain. मतलब back pain सबसे ज़्यादा लोगों को होता है, headaches and I think back pain are the two very, very general categories, and which are long standing. So back pain specifically would come under the pain physician's treatment protocol?
Yes. Obviously, it's a routine scenario. We come across a lot of back pain and obviously headache patients. Basically, back pain, again, it is very vast.
जी.
It has got lot of burden on the society. It बहुत हमारे वर्क डेज खराब होते हैं, लोग आ नहीं पाते. बैक पेन पुराना हो जाता है तो वो एक ब्रेन को सिग्नल जाता रहता है. कुछ टाइम बाद उस पेन को लेके थ्रेशोल्ड कम हो जाती है ब्रेन की, जिसको हम मेडिकल टर्म में सेंट्रल सेंसिटाइजेशन भी बोलते हैं.
जी.
But it takes 1 to 2 years to develop that. And then again it has 3 forms: mild, moderate, severe. I did a small 70 patient study on central sensitization in my fellowship, where I found neck pain associated with headache had more severe central sensitization, and second was fibromyalgia, and then back pain. That was my conclusion. That was my study, my set of patient. It was all randomized. any patient who used to come in OPD, we used to get those 4 to 5 forms filled, and there was no, it was the forms were given prior, just at the time of registration when patient used to come, we used to make him or her sit there, and we used to have a lot of time. It was in COVID first wave, so that OPD was light and patient number was less, so we can do that.
Manage
we could do that.
Understood. एक और चीज़ सर जो बहुत प्रकट होती है, and lots of people I suppose especially with a little age, nerve pain आपने जिक्र किया, and sciatica का बहुत general मतलब there seems to be a
बैक पेन के साथ sciatica को कवर करते हैं
जी.
बैक पेन और नेक पेन आजकल ये जो हम वर्क फ्रॉम होम कर रहे हैं, हमारा अर्गोनॉमिक्स ठीक नहीं है, उससे हो रहा है बहुत ज़्यादा जी. आप बैठे हो तो आपका इंटरवर्टिबल डिस्क पे प्रेशर ऑलमोस्ट 1.5 टाइम्स ऑफ योर बॉडी वेट यू आर एक्सर्टिंग इवन इफ यू आर सिटिंग प्रॉपर्ली जी. इफ यू आर स्लाउचिंग यू आर हर्टिंग अननेसेसरली अनइंटेंशनली. इफ यू आर जस्ट बेंडिंग फॉरवर्ड्स इट्स ऑलमोस्ट ट्वाइस योर बॉडी वेट. If you are lying down, it's just 1/4. If you are lying down properly, lying down supine,
right posture,
on your back. Okay. So, because these days our sitting has increased, unintentional increase on the intervertebral disc load, unintentional increase of the load on intervertebral disc has increased as well.
And that
has lead to the degeneration of the intervertebral disc, which in turn leads to then stresses on the facet joints along the intervertebral disc, which causes pain just parallel to the area in the back, in the midline. यहाँ पे sides पे यहाँ पे pain होता है ना, that is all due to the facet joints.
Okay, all right. पर कई लोग सर बोलते हैं कि टिंगलिंग पेन होता है, या जैसे उनको एक बर्निंग सा पेन होता है, वो क्या हुआ?
अब डिस्क डिजनरेट हुआ, डिस्क का पानी सूखना शुरू हुआ, तो डिस्क की वहाँ पे फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी कम हुई जी. तो डिस्क क्या है, एक टूथपेस्ट की तरह, अंदर जेली है, बाहर देयर आर लाइक क्रॉस लिंकिंग ऑफ 20 to 25 concentric layer of a tough structure, fibrous structure. उसको बोलते हैं एनुलस. वो बहुत टफ होता है, बहुत टफ होता है, बट वो एक जगह पे वीक होता है. मोस्टली डिस्क वहीं से प्रोलैप्स करती है. तो जब डिस्क अपनी एनाटॉमिकल स्पेस से, अपनी डिफाइंड स्पेस से, जो कुदरत ने बोला तुझे यहाँ रहना है, वो वहां से हिलती है ना, उसको डिस्क हर्निएशन बोलते हैं
जी. ठीक है, तो ये सब इंटरचेंजेबल है, प्रोलैप्स, हर्निएशन,
these two are interchangeable, not more than that.
स्लिप डिस्क जिसको बोलते हैं कॉमन भाषा में.
Again layman.
Okay, fine.
Again layman word. This is not a medical slip disc. अब उसके बाद होता क्या है, when that material comes out of that protected environment, protected space covered by annulus fibers, that disc has got a very poor blood supply. So that material of a disc is very new to our blood, our body. So it creates a inflammatory reaction in the epidural space.
All right.
Okay. And that causes pain. And that patient may feel pain in the leg also. Even if his or her nerve is not compressed, but yet just because of that inflammatory reaction, that nerve got irritated. So it is very important to know sciatica is not only due to compression, it is also due to chemical irritation.
At that specific
yes, at that specific area, and patient will have pain in that dermatomal area, in the leg. So it is very important to know. It is like patient can also have a referred pain and can also have a radicular pain.
Radicular pain also. Understood. So you mentioned that pain management obviously includes diagnosis and then followed by treatment. मान लीजिए when it comes to neuralgias like sciatica in particular, एक बार इनका diagnosis हो जाता है, can you explain in simple terms what are the treatment protocols? Is there like a stepwise treatment to manage such a condition?
अभी एक पेशेंट को लेग पेन है, बैक पेन है, मान लो 5-6 महीने से है, उसको हो रहा है, तो उसने कभी MRI नहीं कराया है ना, हम क्लिनिकली ट्रीट कर रहे हैं, बट अब पेशेंट की फंक्शनैलिटी अफेक्ट हो रही है जी. पेशेंट बैठ रहा है, आधे घंटे में बैक पेन हो जा रहा है, पैर में भी महसूस हो रहा है, बैठे बैठे चल रहा है तो 1-1.5 किलोमीटर से ज़्यादा चल नहीं पा रहा, वॉक नहीं कर पा रहा. तो then we usually around this scenario we usually order a MRI, MRI lumbosacral spine, and मान लो उसमें माइल्ड डिस्क है और लेस देन मॉडरेट डिस्क, then we as a pain physician can offer him minimal invasive pain and spine intervention.
Right.
Or
Surgery.
No, that's not a surgery.
Not surgery.
It's a minimal invasive pain and spine intervention. And one of the intervention which is used for sciatica is transforaminal epidural steroid injection.
Understood.
Okay, which is a very basic, very tried and tested from the old times, but it helps if used judicially and if patient selection is proper. It's magical. It's magical.
और ये वही इन्फ्लेमेशन जो आप बता रहे हैं उसको
It will
घटाने के
only
लिए
help in reducing the inflammation. The disc has a property to resorb herself, or it will resorb itself. Okay, and disc will get absorbed itself once a patient is quite pain-free, relatively pain-free after the procedure. Precautions and exercises will be explained to the patient, and he or she can continue with that. But now you must be thinking that if it again gets prolapsed, you get surgery for a fracture.
जी
You can again get a fracture the same site, or it's a lifestyle altogether. To some extent, it has got lifestyle component. So you have to be particular with precautions and exercise. And if you cannot follow the precautions and exercise, then the prognosis in your case will decrease. Duration of pain relief in your case will decrease. And a pain physician doesn't ask you anything else. He just asks you he or she just asks you to take precautions and exercise and to do regular exercise, core strengthening exercise in a scheduled way, in a targeted manner. So that is it is.
And so precaution जैसा आप mention कर रहे हैं, so that goes beyond obviously medicine, which are things like posture.
Sitting, yeah, posture, like how to push a table, how to lift object
weight
from the floor, how to wear shoes. If you have a shoulder pain, you just wear from that, just wear shirt from that side and then rotate. Don't lift your arm.
So these are also protocols which are explained.
These are the precautions. Yeah, these are the
understood.
some routine measures one must take. One should not bend forward to wear shoes or to wear socks. You can keep your foot on the other knee and
wear your shoes or socks, as the case may be. आपने lifestyle का भी जिक्र किया, and many times, I mean, sometimes you hear that lifestyle habits cause lifestyle disease. So in addition to posture, are there and specifically specific ways of managing, let us say, acute pain when a patient is suffering? Are there other sort of lifestyle factors that one should keep in mind? जैसा आप बोल रहे थे कि बैठने में भी बहुत प्रेशर आता है, बेंड करने में प्रेशर आता है.
40 मिनट बैठो, 5-10 मिनट चलो.
जी.
अब वो स्क्रीन हो तो 20-20 एक रूल है, आई सर्जन्स रिकमेंड करते हैं, तो उसको मतलब 20 फीट 20 seconds के लिए every 20 minutes like that. तो you must have better होता है, बहुत स्क्रीन देख रहे हो तो वर्क स्टेशन अच्छा होना चाहिए, एल्बोज अच्छे से रेस्ट होनी चाहिए, लेग्स थाई स्पेस अच्छा, अंडर थाई सपोर्ट अच्छा हो, नीज 90 डिग्री से ज़्यादा बेंड मत करो, पूरा प्रॉपर बैठो, स्क्रीन आई लेवल पे होना चाहिए. तो ये सब फॉलो करो और थोड़ा आधे घंटे पौने घंटे बाद 40 मिनट बाद आधे घंटे बाद थोड़ा ग्रीन सम look over a stare some green object or a plants in your office
away
or
from
in
the
your
screen.
room, away from the screen for just 20 seconds 30 seconds 1 minute, or have a walk for 5 minutes. Or even if someone really wants to take care of his or her neck or upper back or shoulder, can just repeat one set of different exercise every hour.
Specific for improved mobility,
for improved mobility and for increased work performance.
I think so. This is something that all of us suffer from today, given कि कितना समय हम बिताते हैं on a mobile phone, looking down or on a screen, but effectively because of the mobile phone. और एक word online आजकल काफ़ी इस्तेमाल किया जा रहा है, tech neck. Tech neck वही है कि मतलब आपका गर्दन, even I feel that a little bit you are now permanently sort of, you know,
Slouching forward.
from the neck or from the base of the neck in a bit. So what, I mean, is this a genuine physiological?
Yeah, it is text neck syndrome. Like it is like this because
Ji.
of this, like texting whole day. Your neck is always bending forward, and unintentionally your neck is experiencing more weight than it has to
Normally.
be. If it is just like 90 degree, it has to experience only 5 kg. The more the angle increases, the weight increases. Okay, up to 60, 70, 50 kgs neck bears that weight.
Ji.
And is unnecessary. You know, it's like 10 times of the normal weight it should bear. And then obviously these joints, small joints, will wear and tear, and people do experience, those who have a chronic neck pain, they do experience a headache, a pain starting from the neck, from this area behind, and maybe over this ear or behind the ear or in the forehead, and it can be very well mistaken with migraine. Because migraine is a term which is very common and very popular in normal population, common man.
But it may
they
not
know that
specifically
half headache is migraine. People do come to us with a complaint of headache, but they don't say we have headache. They say हमें migraine होता है.
पर वो necessarily migraine नहीं और
नहीं
भी
है,
similar symptoms.
It could be cervicogenic headache when you are when you are a techie person, a young age, working daily on this screen, desktop. So you may have this cervicogenic headache, and it is just a clinical diagnosis followed by a minimal invasive intervention. If you respond to that, then it's a cervicogenic headache.
Understood. And otherwise, again, sir, sort of exercise protocols.
Say basically the fundament is we have to give you a pain-free period, a good enough pain-free period, so that you can learn how to take precautions, unlearn the bad habits, learn the precautions, and you can start a proper targeted rehabilitation so that your brain should forget this pain. That
तो
is more
फर्स्ट
important.
प्रिंसिपल क्रॉनिक पेन का हो जाता है कि दर्द को आप कुछ समय के लिए नाश करिए और उसके बाद यू बिल्ड द इंटरवेंशंस फॉर मैनेजमेंट एंड फॉर गेटिंग इट बैक इनटू इट्स नेचुरल स्टेट.
Yes.
अंडरस्टूड. एक और चीज सर, बिकॉज वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट नेक पेन, शोल्डर पेन इन पर्टिकुलर, क्या स्ट्रेस और नेक पेन, शोल्डर पेन का कोई कॉरिलेशन है? कई बार जैसे इवन इफ यू जस्ट गो टू अ रेगुलर फिजियो और स्पा फॉर दैट मैटर, यू ऑफ्टन टाइम्स हैव pain in the upper back and then the shoulders at the base of the neck. Many times people say कि stress है, but is there an actual medical or physical correlation between stress and back or neck pain?
हाँ, स्ट्रेस से पेन बढ़ जाता है. कुछ लोगों का स्ट्रेस से पेन बढ़ता है, कुछ लोगों का स्ट्रेस से पेन स्टार्ट होता है. स्ट्रेस इज अ स्ट्रेस, मूड, इजी फैटिगेबिलिटी एंड स्लीप. ये चार पॉइंटर है which comes under the psychosocial assessment of a chronic pain patient.
Understood. All right.
आप मेरे पास आए chronic pain के साथ, आपको neck pain है, फिर आप कह रहे हो जी मेरे neck pain के साथ पूरा back pain भी होता है, और neck pain कभी नीचे रेडिएट होता ही नहीं scientifically. It's just a spasm. और आप कहो जी पहले neck pain होता है, फिर किसी ने कुछ खराब बोल दिया, अच्छा नहीं लगा, तो वो पेन बढ़ जाता है, फिर वो नीचे भी चला जाता है. तो that is it is.
Understood.
और पेशेंट्स जो स्ट्रेस, एक कोई साइकेट्रिक डिसऑर्डर होता है उनको, या एक कोई स्ट्रेस से गुजर रहे होते हैं, दे आर मोर प्रोन टू पेन. उनको पेन ज़्यादा फील हो सकता है, या कोई छोटा मोटा पेन हुआ, आपको स्ट्रेस हुआ, वो फ्लेयर अप हो गया. इट्स लाइक दैट. वो आपने स्लीप में, सपोज आपको कोई स्ट्रेस है और आपको नींद ही नहीं आ रही कुछ दिन तक के अच्छे से, यू आर नॉट हैविंग अ साउंड स्लीप, तो अगले दिन आपको ऑब्वियसली पूरी बॉडी में पेन होगा. और ऐसे 4-5 दिन निकल जाएंगे तो फिर वो सारा सिस्टम खराब हो जाता है, तो आपको पेन महसूस होगा. इट्स लाइक दैट.
So it aggravates effectively the sensation of pain. It contributes to the.
It has direct or indirect relations, but it has.
It has a correlation.
मैंने आपको बोला ना, हम साइकोसोशल असेसमेंट करते हैं, बहुत बातों बातों में पेशेंट से बहुत कुछ पूछ लेते हैं, मूड कैसा रहता है, इजी फटिगेबिलिटी तो नहीं रहती, तो ये सब साइकोसोशल असेसमेंट का पार्ट है। और स्ट्रेस इज अ पार्ट ऑफ यू जस्ट आस्क फॉर अ स्ट्रेस, मैंने आपको और 3 बातें बताई है इसमें।
अंडरस्टूड अंडरस्टूड। एक और ये सर, यू मेंशन फटीग, स्पेशली पोस्ट कोविड बट परहैप्स इवन अर्लियर, lots of diagnosis and lots of mention of fibromyalgia. फाइब्रोमाइल्जिया क्या है और इसका मतलब कैसे डायग्नोसिस होता है और इसका क्या मैनेजमेंट या क्या इंटरवेंशन है टू मैनेज फाइब्रोमाइल्जिया?
पहले तो कम से कम 2 साल का हिस्ट्री होना चाहिए किसी भी क्रॉनिक पेन का, फाइब्रोमाइल्जिया को फिट इन करने के लिए। उसके बाद कोई भी जो पेशेंट पेन बता रहा है ना, उसका कोई न्यूरोलॉजिकल मैकेनिज्म एक्सप्लेन नहीं होता उसमें। हो सकता है जैसे कुछ पेशेंट रोमेटॉइड आर्थराइटिस के हैं, बहुत पुराना रोमेटॉइड है, अब वो सब जगह बॉडी पेन होता है, तो दे मे एक्सपीरियंस अ फाइब्रोमाइल्जिया लाइक कंडीशन। बट जो दूसरा फाइब्रोमाइल्जिया होता है, जो रूटीन मतलब जो क्रॉनिक पेन हो गया, नेक पेन हो गया, बैक पेन हो गया, कोई छोटा पेन हो गया, वो पेन फ्लेयर अप हो गया, तो अब वो पेन का थ्रेशोल्ड इतना कम हो गया कि आपको बहुत जल्दी आप फिटीग महसूस कर रहे हो, आपसे घर के भी काम नहीं हो रहे, आप रूटीन वॉक भी नहीं कर पा रहे, आप थोड़ा भी एग्जर्ट करते हो तो बहुत पेन हो जाता है। सो बेसिकली इट्स एन हाइटेंड फॉर्म ऑफ सेंट्रल सेंसिटाइजेशन। Okay, and what is central sensitization? It is basically our brain gets sensitized to that pain because of the chronicity, maybe impacted by a lot of other factors, by stress, by mood, by inadequate sleep, or by inadequate treatment. Okay, and when that brain gets sensitized for that one pain, the threshold decreases. It's all about the pain threshold. When that pain threshold decreases, it is like you will feel you need a very low level of stimulus for a pain. Patient will feel a pain of a very heightened scale, NRS, when we talk about, and this is all interlinked, fibromyalgia and central sensitization. Fibromyalgia also has other factors which we already had a word about, psychosocial assessment. Those patients will have a bad mood, inadequate sleep, and will also have a may or may not have a stress component. And also there are few syndromes like stress headache, migraine, bowel, irritable bowel. All these may be found in these fibromyalgia patients. Coexistent syndromes.
So that helps assess whether or not specifically it is fibromyalgia or otherwise.
What I told you before, that I did a study on 70 patients. That study also had one performer for fibromyalgia assessment. There was scale WPI and triple S scale. So we used to get filled.
And you can also assess for fibromyalgia. They're understood. Dr. Lal, आप practice करते हैं at the Department of Pain Medicine and Palliative Care. What is the correlation between the two? Palliative care generally in our country, or to my understanding, usually is associated with cancer. But is palliative care a broader category, और दोनों का क्या linkage है, pain medicine and palliative care?
हम basically mostly कैंसर पेन के साथ एसोसिएट करते हैं पैलिएटिव केयर को। अदरवाइज कोई भी ऐसी कंडीशन जिससे कि लाइफ एक्सपेक्टेंसी कम हो, जिसमें बहुत अभी ट्रीटमेंट पॉसिबल ना हो और पेशेंट को एक सपोर्टिव केयर चाहिए हो, तो दैट कैन बी न्यूरोलॉजिकल कंडीशन, यूरोलॉजिकल कंडीशन,
जैसे मल्टीपल स्क्लेरोसिस एंड kind of ALS, these would also come
बेड रिडन पेशेंट्स, मॉरिबाउंड पेशेंट्स, ऑल जिनको अभी नहीं ट्रीटमेंट इनका हो सकता, वी हैव एग्जॉस्टेड ऑल अदर पॉसिबिलिटीज एंड दे आर जस्ट बेड बाउंड, लाइक इन अदर क्रॉनिक कंडीशंस। कोई स्ट्रोक का पेशेंट आया, कोई CKD का पेशेंट आया, कोई सिरोसिस का है, ऐसे वो बस अपना टाइम उनका जो है, they should have a quality time. Their time उनको और क्वालिटी ऐड करनी है हमें उनके बचे हुए टाइम में। It's like that.
मतलब तकलीफ कम करें, क्योंकि इंटरवेंशन या मतलब उसका ट्रीटमेंट का एक लिमिटेशन है फॉर दोज काइंड्स ऑफ कंडीशंस लाइक कैंसर एंड अदरवाइज। एंड इसमें सर नॉर्मली वुड इट बी ओपियोइड मेडिसिन दैट इज द स्टैंडर्ड प्रोटोकॉल दैट इज रिक्वायर्ड फॉर these kind of terminal or very very challenging
for
cases?
cancer pain patients, if you talk generally opioid has to be a mainstay for the oral formulations, and we also do offer few interventions in cancer pain. Basically, they are sympathectomies, and then we have to assess that what is the sort of pain and what is the scale of the pain. It's a mild, moderate, severe, or extreme. And then accordingly we have to prescribe the opioids.
Understood. So there is a slow but growing awareness of cannabinoids as potential molecules again for chronic pain management and potentially as substitutes for some of the existing standard of care medicines that are used in various conditions. आपका कुछ तजुर्बा sir using cannabinoid medicine which is very nascent in the country currently, but your experience as a pain physician when it comes to usage of cannabinoid medicine?
कैनाबिनॉइड तो अभी बहुत इट्स लाइक इन द वूम ऑफ द मदर, बहुत न्यू है,
zygote है अभी.
न्यू टू एवरीवन इन इंडिया probably, not many, not even 0.00001% people must be fully trained to prescribe cannabis. Yeah, according to literature, a very few literature is available which says that it can have a opioid sparing effect in cancer pain patients. Otherwise, in chronic patient or fibromyalgia, the literature is not very supportive. And even in cancer patient, what I have stated is it needs more evaluation, more studies, and the data and literature is not much available, and also the evidence is not very high grade evidence,
not robust enough for there to be adoption abhi, matlab general clinical practice
in chronic patients
so far. So that would require sort of
and it needs a lot of training also, and doctors may feel hesitant because of the regulatory bodies and to who can prescribe, how to prescribe, and the dosage
guidance.
All these need to have a proper studies should be done for this.
Absolutely.
To make it a routine.
Understood. So we have a few questions which come from our existing roster of patients effectively. As you are aware, we manufacture natural compound medicines to treat various both topical formulations as well as oral formulations targeting neuralgias in particular, but also musculoskeletal pain. एक बहुत साधारण सवाल आता है फुटवेयर के बारे में, विच इज़ नथिंग टू डू विद मेडिसिन, नथिंग टू डू विद इंटरवेंशन एज सच, बट फुटवेयर के बारे में, हाउ डू यू चूज द राइट फुटवेयर व्हेन इट कम्स टू बैक पेन? मतलब क्या हर समय आपको स्नीकर्स पहनने चाहिए, क्या चप्पल नहीं पहननी चाहिए, मतलब इस प्रकार के, मतलब इज दिस समथिंग विच पीपल शुड कीप इन माइंड?
एक तो बेसिक है कि भाई फुटवेयर में जो काम करने जा रहे हैं उससे अकॉर्डिंगली वो फुटवेयर पहनना चाहिए. ये तो बेसिक है. उसके बाद अगर आपको बहुत एंकल ट्विस्ट हो जाता है ना, बहुत फ्रीक्वेंटली हो रहा है या बहुत फ्रीक्वेंटली स्प्रेन हो रहा है एंकल में, या आप थोड़ा भी चलते हो ना तो बहुत पाँव में दर्द आता है, तो हमारे आर्चेज होते हैं जी, है ना, वो उसको हमें चेक कर लेना चाहिए. फुट वियर स्पेशलिस्ट होते हैं, वो हमें बता देते हैं कि आपका फ्लैट फुट है, हाई आर्च है या आर्च ही नहीं है, तो अकॉर्डिंगली दे मेक अ सोल फॉर यू, कस्टमाइज सोल्स. तो उससे
and those then can be
you can have 3 or 4 pairs
other footwear,
and you can keep it in all the shoes because they are customized for you, and then you will not have a very frequent twisting of the ankles and all.
Understood. One other general related question, and you mentioned this
because
earlier.
Because of sorry to interrupt you, if the arch support is not proper, then there will be a inadequate, there will be a what do you say, that improper distribution of the weight on your knees also and in the lower body.
So that will have secondary kind of conditions which can arise because of that lack of proper footwear. एक और सवाल, और आपने इसका पहले भी जिक्र किया था, that when you are, I think, mentioning load, that when you are lying supine, when you are lying on your back, that is when there is the least amount of load, at least on your vertebra.
That's why patient of back pain says मैं लेट जाता हूँ तो आराम मिलता है.
हाँ, तो ये सवाल ये आता है कि सोना कैसे चाहिए? Is there a right way to sleep? Is there a right posture to sleep? And how do you build that habit?
First of all, starting from the head, one must use cervical memory foam pillow.
Okay.
In that pillow, your neck rests on that convex part. Your neck is even your neck hangs. This is the thing. Something has to fill in from the below, so that neck rests when you sleep, so that you don't unintentionally hurt your neck
जी.
when you are sleeping. And on that hump, your neck rests, and then on the part behind that, your head rests.
जी.
And before that hump, there's this much height of that pillow. Our shoulder gets accommodated easily. And when you sleep on that pillow, your head never rests on your shoulder. So unnecessarily your shoulder doesn't get the weight of the head.
Weight of the head. Also. आपने क्या mention किया? Cervical. What is
Cervical memory foam pillow.
cervical memory foam pillow? Understood.
Okay. And then if you're lying straight, you should keep a pillow under your knees.
All right.
Okay. If you're lying on the either side, right or left, you should keep a pillow from top to bottom. Like from the knee to
between the knees, between
knees
the
and
legs.
Knees and ankle, it should be like this.
अच्छा, अगर आप sideways अगर लेटे हुए हैं, then it should be between the knee and the
And
ankle.
if you're lying
a pillow.
and if which is may not be practically possible in the sleep, if you're lying on your tummy, you should have a pillow on this area.
On your basically groin or
Lower
lower
abdomen and groin.
abdominal area, effectively. All right. So pillow, both neck and an additional pillow. These are two simple interventions to ensure better sleep posture.
Yes, exactly.
This has been very very useful, doctor. Thank you so much. I think आप लोग थोड़ा सा मतलब ये जो साधारण तरकीबें हैं जिससे people can improve their overall quality of life when it comes to management of back pain, neck pain, chronic pain effectively. This has been very enlightening. Thank you so much, sir, for your time. Appreciate it.
Thanks for the invite.
Thank you.